Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Board of Selectmen meeting of Tuesday, April 4th. Calling the meeting to order at a little after 6. Are there any announcements, Marlene or Ed?
Well, I just want to say I did go to the Selectmen's Association meeting, and representatives from the Attorney General's office were there, and the topic was recreational marijuana. So they're saying that many towns now are asking for a moratorium for about a year just to get their stuff together. And if you don't have some stuff or bylaws in your town, as of April 1st, 2018, what happens if somebody wants to have recreational marijuana in town, they just put their application in. The Cannabis Commission then looks and sees if towns have any bylaws. If there's no bylaws, then they are going to grant it. So that's another reason to probably have something in place. That's all.
Yeah.
And on the Eversource, it was just home generators. They had a demonstration with generators. When you lose power, if you have a home generator, make sure you have a transfer switch, because they showed how a small generator, 240 volts going back on the power lines, can cause thousands of volts, because the transformers step down to your home, they step up to the wires. So I guess that's another announcement. I did do that with our emergency director of emergency response, Cindy Doty. So that was a good demonstration. And one thing is in Conway, where they had the big hurricane, Eversource had power back on within 48 hours to over 90% of the folks. So
Yeah, that's impressive.
yes.
All right, anything else?
No, that's it for now.
All right, excuse me. The only thing I wanted to mention was I wanted to thank our DPW director, Phil Genovese, and some of the DPW crew who represented Hatfield in the honor guard for Warren Cowles, who was the poor gentleman that was killed in that train accident during the snowstorm a few weeks ago. So there was an honor guard from throughout Massachusetts and New England, and the Hatfield DPW was part of that. So I wanted to just mention that and thank Phil and the crew. Is there anybody here for public forum? Sir, would you mind coming forward? Just state your name for the record.
David Keir, 86 Fifth Street, and athletic director at Smith Academy. I was at the planning board meeting a few weeks ago around the center school waiver for whatever they were getting a waiver for. I'm not even sure. Just looking at the plan for the site and concern I expressed that night about access to the fields. In looking at the current plan that's on board, it doesn't look like the traditional access that we have now to that field is going to be there. It looks like they're going to put some sort of parking in that area, and I'm not sure that we would have any right-of-way or ability to get pickup trucks, lawnmowers, or even ambulances down to that field while things are going on, or even fans. I can imagine some grandparents who park out on Main Street to figure out how to get down to the fields going down the Dyke Road, and that being 8 or 10 or 12 feet above the area of play. So I'm wondering if there's some plan in place, some idea that the town has to get access to that area once the center school property is sold. So that, and then my understanding is that construction is going to start some point this summer, which means we're going to need to be able to have that access this summer to be able to get down and work on the fields, and certainly come end of August when practices begin for field hockey. And I'm not sure what the rec department's plan is or how often they'll be using that space down there over the summer either, but I think once the sale goes through, we need to be ready to be able to get down there should something happen. I don't know if there's going to be something written into the purchase and sale agreement that gives us access to that field through their property, or what anybody's plan is, but I'm very concerned that that's ready to go once the property gets sold. And hopefully we're not trying to fix it afterwards. So I don't know if that's, you guys can answer, but
Yeah,
I'm just gonna throw
Cer-
that out there.
Yep,
So,
nope, thank you. Those are very legitimate concerns. So the original purchases, the purchase and sales agreement has written into it access by the town or rights of way of the town to those fields for just those reasons that you just mentioned. We also have, because from that meeting a couple weeks ago, there was, some conversations taking place in town. So we have also asked our town council to just verify with a couple of other things, but related to this topic, to just verify that both parties are on board with what the expectation is for access, first off for safety, and then of course we do need to take care of the fields and as you said, the fans. So we're well aware of it. That is our plan it is the plan to have access to those fields. It's just a matter of, I guess, town council and their counselor, their attorney are just gonna figure it all out and put it in the proper language so that going forward, there's no questions about it.
Work through it. Could I just say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, David, I just noticed you had said traditional access. I don't know if you've seen a copy of the RFP that we solicited several months
Excuse me.
ago.
all I've looked at is their drawings that they
The map
published.
that
the
was
map
attached.
that shows all that kind of stuff and where
Okay.
they plan to put things. Our traditional access is on the north side of the building, and it's just a downslope down onto those fields. But if you look at their schematic of that area, they're looking to put parking places in there for visitors. And so that area that we would normally drive down, I don't know if they're planning to put some sort of a retaining wall and bringing it up to grade where it could, it could be asphalt there for parking places or whatever. There's not that detail of plan there yet. But I look at that plan and I see squares, meaning parking in the place where we would traditionally drive down.
Okay.
So-
Well, the RFP was written to require easements. So if you have some time this week, you stop by my office, we can look at the RFP and look at the map and, see, how close we are or if we're not close to what, you're
Yeah.
looking for. And I will be talking with town council within the next couple of days again about the center school.
And of course, always from day one of this entire process with the sale and redevelopment of that building has been, as you know, and as townspeople know, access to those fields for a number of different reasons to be able to get down there. Right. So I saw the same schematic that you're referring to. So I saw it after the fact. I wasn't with the developer at the time. So I don't know if it's sort of, sometimes you see this as developers' rendition of what they see, but there will be access to that field. That's key to this whole thing, especially since that field is now here indefinitely, right? It's going to be here long after we're gone because of last year's town meeting, so. So we are making sure that we have the access that you're talking about.
Okay. Appreciate the
And
the update.
more information to follow for you and for everybody as things get, into concrete.
Sounds good.
Okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, you're
Appreciate
welcome.
your time.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, David.
You bet.
Is there anybody else here for public forum? Okay. Moving into the posted business, we're looking to approve the minutes from February 28th.
I
Sorry.
make a motion to approve the minutes for February 28th.
Second. Any further discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I keep forgetting to put a bullet point next to that, so I keep blowing by it. Sorry, Marlene. Posted business. So Sergeant Clint Phillips is here to make a recommendation for an appointment to the Hatfield Police Department.
I'd like to recommend on behalf of the Hatfield Police, Matthew Miaska. It's going to take me a little time to remember names, but he's a very qualified candidate. He's been in this type of service for many years, and I think he'll make a good candidate for the Hatfield Police Department.
That's great. Yeah, thank you. So, Matt, your resume is very impressive, so I'll make a recommendation that the Hatfield Board of Selectmen appoint Matthew Miazga as a part-time police officer in the town of Hatfield.
And I'll second it, and I thank you for joining the force, and I am impressed by your credentials that you presented. So, good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Is there any further discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome aboard. We appreciate your interest. Thanks, Matt. Nice meeting you.
Thanks, nice to meet you.
Thank you. The next, excuse me, item on the agenda is topic number 2 is to review the annual town meeting warrant articles, and this is at a very high level. This is just a draft of the articles. We're still sort of drilling down on the language and verifying what has come in to be an article and putting all the
Right, so-
language together. So I'll turn it over to Marlene to,
So it continues to be work in progress.
Right.
And I have added an article, if you look at page 6 at the top, and I had a placeholder for this. I was anticipating a zoning map change from the planning board.
all right?
So this is to amend the zoning, the town of Hatfield zoning map, to change a portion of map 223, lot 62, which is owned by Helena Chemical, from rural residential to business. And I received an additional citizens petition, and that is on page 7. And as you know, we previously had a petition which was added, we had covered at our previous meeting. And this article is to increase the Board of Selectmen from 3 members to 5 members.
All right, so that's a citizen petition.
Correct.
So attached to that will be the petition and the language itself?
This is
just that-
the petition.
that's-
This is what they submitted.
Oh, just that one paragraph?
That's-
Because I know the other
this
one we received was
was
like
very
3 pages
lengthy.
long. Oh, okay.
Right.
All
But
right.
no, that's what we received.
Okay.
And also, the board wishes to discuss now or later with the Finance Committee, also added is an article on page, where is that?
From whom?
It's not a citizen's petition. Oh, on page 2, at the bottom of page 2.
Yeah.
To authorize the Board of Selectmen to petition the Mass General Court for special legislation to create a combined
Treasurer-collector position? Yep,
Okay, that has been added.
okay.
And those are the latest articles that have been
Okay.
added to the warrant.
All right, just for towns, just so townspeople understand, so we had a couple meetings ago, just at a very high level, gone over the articles, the majority of which are the same every year. It's kind of about spending money, accepting money, that type of thing. As we get, into April and closer to May, we certainly will have all the verbiage, the articles, all the information that we'll be discussing on TV, so that everybody has a feel for what will be on the agenda for town meeting. I did want to just make a comment, if I may. What I want to do is read the whole article. So we read the 3 articles that are added since last time were about Helena,
The zoning map change.
the zoning map change, appointing the treasurer collector, and then the other one that came forward from the citizens petition. I just wanted to read the whole thing because it actually is more than just expanding from 3 to 5 members.
Changes the
It's,
term.
yeah, so it
Right.
says to see if the town of Hatfield will vote to increase the Board of Selectmen from 3 members to 5 members, beginning in May, town election, each member elected for 3-year term, but no member may serve more than 2 terms or a total of 6 years. So, and that's fine, that's how the citizens petition came in. I just wanted everyone to realize it's almost, there's not two parts, but there's two bits of information in that one petition, expanding the number and then putting term limits on it. So that'll be the way it's worded for town meeting. Okay, was there anything else in that, Ed or Marlene, that you wanted to talk about on the draft warrant at this point?
No, we reviewed it. You reviewed the additional ones.
Three new ones,
and
yep. All right. Okay, are you all set with that, Marlene?
I am. I'm all set right now.
Okay, great.
yes.
Thank you very much. All right, under your town administrator report, everyone's favorite topic, approve the water and sewer
well,
second
and
half
I
billing
had-
commitment.
And I apologize, I had expected to, did you receive that? Laura, okay.
Oh, okay.
I have not received that. I had expected that in the packet last week.
Okay. Well, I know I got my bill last week,
You did, oh, okay. Well,
if that helps.
yeah, I had.
My real
I had-
estate bill. Heads
I-
up if you haven't gotten it yet at home, it's coming.
yeah, I had asked the collector to provide that to Key
Okay.
for the packet, but
Gotcha.
you don't have it.
Well,
so.
the bills themselves have gone out, so. So maybe for our next meeting, if there was something more definitive we were looking for to get as far as the billing commitment, we can.
Right, that's
we'll
what
get
you were
that from
supposed to vote on, was the billing commitment.
From the treasurer, or collector, okay,
Right.
all right. Do we have anything under, under old business?
I do not have any old business,
Do we have any unanticipated new business?
none.
All right, then we will, did you have anything, Ed? Because I was going to adjourn the meeting until we meet with the finance committee.
I'm fine.
All right, so I'll make a motion to adjourn the Board of Selectmen meeting until 6:30, at which point we will be reconvening. Again, this is sort of the beginning stages of working with the finance committee and putting the budget together for next fiscal year. So, is there a second?
I second the motion.
Any discussion?
No discussion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Thanks, John.